What I want to talk about today is something that's on everybody's mind. It's Generation Z, right? You hear it every day. Gen Z's unmanageable. They want total freedom and they don't want to work because you think they want freedom. They don't. Hey, everyone. Peter Pollock here from Gladys Consulting. 30 plus years combined Air Force plus corporate world experience, leadership. I've seen it. I've seen it work. I've seen it fail. I've seen it succeed. I wrote a book about my successes and failures. And yes, I have failed at leadership, and that's how you learn. My goal with this channel is to teach leadership that you can succeed and you can be successful through failure. But what I want to talk about today is something that's on everybody's mind. It's Generation Z, right? And I will talk to you about how Gen Z folks, and I have two of them myself who are both Gen Z kids, how they want to be led, right? How do they want to work? You hear it every day. Gen Z's unmanageable. They want total freedom and they don't want to work. I don't believe that narrative is correct, because each year the U.S. military, across all the branches, recruits thousands of Gen Z kids, and they just don't work in the military. They actually thrive, right? I will caveat that by saying most of them thrive, but they do it in the U.S. military. They operate millions of dollars of equipment. They make decisions under pressure. They perform in environments where failure actually matters. So here's the real question: why can the U.S. military get Gen Z to perform, but you can't? Because you think they want freedom. They don't. They want command. Let me be clear, command is different from control. So they don't want control, they want commando, they want leadership. And more than that, and I can talk about this later, or it could be a whole other YouTube video, but they want to know why, right? Simon Sinek came out with a book, it starts with why. Gen Z is actually the why generation. Why do I have to do this? So if you give them a task, or point them in the right direction to complete a task and let them know why they're doing such a thing, you will absolutely see amazing results. Back in my day, boss said something, yep, salute sharply, go and do it. That's not the way Gen Z works. You can tell them what to do, you can give them a task, but they will inevitably ask why. And before they do, you need to explain that. But let me talk about why they want command. So corporate America threw out the rule book, right? They went unlimited PTO, work from anywhere, flat hierarchies, just figure it out. What happened? Anxiety among Gen Z exploded, and I'm not going to tell you the real reason why. I believe it exploded from this old guy, social media is poison. That's kind of why I believe it exploded, but there are other reasons. So Gen Z is actually known statistically as the most anxious generation in history, but here's why. When you tell a 22-year-old do whatever you want, you have autonomy, they hear, oh my God, I'm about to fail. They get anxiety. Structure doesn't suffocate Gen Z, ambiguity does. And the data backs this up. So 80% of Gen Z say they're having a mentor that to them is critical to their success. But less than half of Gen Z, if you ask them, have a mentor. That's a generation to me that's asking for guidance. And not being rebellious, they're asking for guidance. Here's the distinction that leaders keep missing. In the military, we draw a hard line between control and command, right? Control is micromanagement. Here, I want you to put this left dot over here. Draw a straight line this way. No, not that way, this way. Move the mouse to the left. Use this font and copy me on everything. So Gen Z will actually absolutely rebel on that. They hate that. And they should. Command is different. Command sounds like here's the mission, here's the intent, and here's the standard. And you have to meet all those. But here's how I'll support you. And oh, by the way, here's why we're doing that, and then go. And that's not oppressive to them. That's actually calming because they know what winning looks like, right? These kids are tough. They're smart. They grew up with different things than we did in the 70s and 80s. But they do need to understand why, and they need a vector, some kind of direction. They don't need command. So here's a simple shift you can make tomorrow. Instead of saying, hey, write this email, say the intent of this email is to calm the client down. So they sign basically for renewal. I don't care how you write it. That's your lane. Give them the destination, but let them drive the car, if that makes sense. That's command. That's why Gen Z is successful in the military, actually. It's not because they're controlled, it's because you provide clear expectations, standards are explicit, and leadership is present. Gen Z folks are not lazy, they're not entitled. Well, some of them are, but they're lost. So they need guidance and they need to understand why they're doing something. So they're waiting for someone who's confident enough to give them direction without suffocating. So I want you guys to go out there and be that commander, be that leader, be that person that explains why we're doing something. Hold them to a standard, though, and be that person that they're looking for. And yeah, Gen Z will surprise you. So if you like what you heard and you want to follow me, you can. If you want to make an appointment with me so we can talk through some things and I can let you know how I can help you in your company, you in your leadership journey, like, comment on the video below. There are links to contact me and we can work something out. But you guys take care. That's Gen Z in a wrap, and strength and honor.